All right, ready to dive into some serious lyrical heat.
Oh, absolutely.
We're talking Cahino's new album.
Yeah.
The 49th Frequency
Right.
drops October 26th.
Yeah, can't wait.
And trust me, you are going to want to be ready for this one.
For real.
You've sent over some fire verses.
I have.
So let's unpack why this is more than just another album drop.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so...
What's fascinating here
Yeah.
is how, he comes out swinging
Yes.
right from the first track, fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not easing us in.
He's not easing us in at all.
No.
It's like he's grabbing the mic and saying, listen up, this is my time.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. He's making a statement right out the gate.
Does this remind you of any other artists?
It does.
Particularly when you mention him, alongside names like Nas and Jay-Z.
Well, there's definitely that same hunger there.
Okay.
That lyrical prowess.
Yeah.
I mean, think back to Illmatic.
Right. Or Reasonable Doubt, right? I mean, those albums were game changers.
Yeah.
Because the artists were just operating on a different level lyrically.
Totally.
And you get that same feeling from fourth quarter.
And it's not just about the swagger, though, is it?
No, it's not just about that. It's much deeper than that.
Right.
He backs it up.
Yeah.
I mean, just listen to these lines. This is breaking your brothers. This for gangsters and lovers, cousins and aunties, sisters and brothers.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's speaking to a wide audience here.
Absolutely.
It's not just one specific group.
Yeah.
Right.
What's striking is how he seamlessly blends those gritty street narratives with this vulnerability that connects with everyone who's ever chased a dream, overcome adversity, or just felt that hunger for more.
Absolutely.
It's almost like he's weaving this sonic tapestry.
Interesting.
Yeah, this sonic tapestry that pulls in every aspect of life.
So we're talking about vivid imagery, right?
We are.
A few lines later in fourth quarter, he mentions champagne bottles anonymous.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What's the significance of that image?
Oh, man.
Especially within the context of everything else he's setting up.
Well, that's where it gets really, really interesting,
Okay.
Because he's juxtaposing images of luxury with the realities of his journey, right?
Right.
And it suggests that success isn't always linear,
Okay.
You can be sipping champagne and still be grinding, still be carrying the weight of your past, still be striving for something more.
So it's that balance, right?
Exactly.
That makes me think about the title of the album, The 49th Frequency.
Right.
It suggests a different level of thinking.
Absolutely.
A different level of being.
And this idea of duality, of existing in multiple states at once.
Right.
This seems to be woven throughout the entire album.
Okay.
It's a really fascinating thread.
So if fourth quarter is our introduction to this intensity, this drive,
absolutely.
Where does Cahino take us next?
Well, he keeps that same energy, but shifts the focus inward on a track called Proverbial Chameleon.
Okay.
And this is where we really start to see his evolution as an artist.
I'm intrigued.
He's not just crafting personas anymore.
Yeah.
He's exploring his own personal growth, his vulnerabilities, and he does it with such raw honesty.
Proverbial Chameleon.
Yeah.
Just the title alone makes you stop and think.
It really does,
What's one line from that track
Ooh.
that really exemplifies this introspective side of Cahino?
Well, there's this one line. He talks about being caught in my cardigan, giggling like I'm on an island like Gilligan.
Wow.
I know, right?
It's unexpected.
It is.
Almost vulnerable. But it works.
It totally works.
It's such a human moment.
Yeah, it really is.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Feeling lost, maybe a little silly.
Absolutely.
But finding a way to laugh at ourselves.
Exactly. And that relatability is one of Cahino's strengths as an artist. He's able to be both introspective and playful, often within the same verse.
Totally. It's a balance he seems to strike throughout the whole album.
Yeah.
In Proverbial Chameleon. It's not just introspection, though.
Right.
He tackles some pretty complex themes.
He does.
Love, loss, growth.
Yeah.
How does he approach these heavier topics lyrically?
Well, what's interesting is that even when he's exploring those more challenging emotions, there's this undercurrent of hope, of resilience.
Okay.
He doesn't shy away from the darkness,
right?
But he always seems to find a glimmer of light.
You mentioned earlier that the 49th Frequency might suggest a higher level of consciousness.
Yeah.
Do you see that reflected in how he approaches these themes?
Absolutely. Take, for instance, the line from Drink Love, "Take back your heart, beloved ones, align with the resonance of God, it sound like mine."
Wow.
He's encouraging us to look inward, to find our own frequencies, our own truths.
I love that.
He's not preaching, he's offering guidance.
As a listener, I feel like he's inviting me to do my own self-reflection alongside his.
Exactly, and it's a powerful dynamic.
It is.
It's what elevates this album beyond just entertainment.
Oh,
It becomes a shared journey of self-discovery.
okay, so we've got the introspective vibes, the lyrical mastery.
Yeah.
What about the bangers?
Right.
This is still a hip-hop album after all.
Of course, of course.
Tell me about some of the collaborations.
Oh, man.
We've got Tragedy Gaddafi on here.
Yes.
Which is huge.
It's huge.
Like, that's a legend right there.
Absolutely. But, it's not just about star power, though.
Okay.
The collaborations feel very intentional.
Okay.
Tragedy's gritty realism complements Cashino's style perfectly.
Interesting.
Adds another layer of depth to the tracks they share.
And let's not forget DJ Nisi D on the ad-libs.
Oh, man, those ad-libs are fire.
They add so much energy.
They do.
And keep the vibe electric.
It's like having another voice in the room.
Yes.
Hyping up the verses, adding to the storytelling.
I love that.
They become part of the experience.
Speaking of experience, there's a line from Proverbial Chameleon
Okay.
that I think perfectly sums up that feeling Cashino creates.
Oh, yeah?
She don't ride waves. She creating them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this album feels like.
Yeah.
A whole new wave in hip-hop.
That's a fantastic way to put it, and it's that innovative spirit that really sets this project apart.
Totally.
It makes you wonder, what waves will Cashino create next? What will he explore?
Now, I can't let you go without talking about a specific track
Oh, which one?
that really got stuck in my head.
Okay, yeah.
My Chica.
Oh, My Chica, nice.
The way he blends those romantic lyrics with that old-school hip-hop feel is just pure magic.
There's a playfulness to that track.
Yes.
A lightness that contrasts beautifully with some of the heavier themes we've discussed.
It's like he's showing us another side of himself, another facet of the 49th frequency.
Exactly.
But even within that lightness, there's still depth, right?
Oh, absolutely.
He doesn't shy away from complexity,
Right?
even in a love song.
For sure.
The line, even if she half wrong, she half right,
Ooh, I like that one.
speaks volumes about accepting someone for who they truly are.
Totally. And that seems to be a recurring theme in his music, this idea of embracing duality, of finding balance between seemingly opposite forces.
And speaking of duality, this whole idea of duality, of embracing contradictions.
Yeah.
It reminds me of another track,
Which one?
The Iron Inside the Kiss.
Oh, nice.
The title itself is a study in contrasts.
It is.
What do you make of that?
Well, he's a master of juxtaposition.
Okay.
Throughout the 49th frequency, we hear him weaving together these seemingly opposite ideas.
Okay.
Light and darkness, vulnerability and strength, love and loss.
Right.
It creates this really rich listening experience that you can return to again and again, discovering new layers each time.
And it's not just about exploring contrasts, right? It feels like he's also encouraging us to find strength within those contradictions.
Absolutely. Take Michael Doublebreast, for example.
Okay.
He talks about water muddying, getting dirty, keep my hands clean. It's about navigating challenging environments while staying true to yourself.
Right.
Not letting the negativity taint your core values.
As a fan, you can really hear that resilience in his voice.
Oh, absolutely.
It's inspiring, honestly.
It is, and it connects back to that idea of the 49th frequency.
Okay.
The space of self-awareness and purpose. He's not just surviving these challenges.
Right.
He's using them to fuel his growth.
And he ends the album with this beautiful message of transformation in lotus.
Yeah.
The imagery is so powerful.
It is the lotus flower, emerging from murky waters to bloom in the sunlight.
Yeah.
It's a perfect metaphor for the journey Cashino takes us on throughout the album.
For sure.
It's about rising above adversity, embracing change, and ultimately finding enlightenment.
So what's the takeaway for listeners? What do you hope they experience when they listen to the 49th frequency?
I think this album is a testament to Cashino's growth as an artist and as a man.
Okay.
It's an invitation to join him on that journey of self-discovery to find your own 49th frequency.
I love that.
That thing that makes you unique, that helps you navigate the complexities of life.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
One line that really resonated with me,
Yeah.
and I hope it does the same for our listeners,
Okay.
is from Drink Love.
Okay.
Become the truth. You are limitless and nice.
Love that one.
It's a powerful reminder that we all have the potential for greatness within us.
What a fantastic message to leave us with.
Right.
The 49th Frequency is more than just an album. It's a conversation starter, a source of inspiration, and a testament to the power of hip-hop to move, challenge, and ultimately transform us.
This has been an incredible deep dive.
It has.
To everyone listening, make sure you check out the 49th Frequency.
Please do.
It drops October 26th.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it.
So good.
Until next time, keep those frequencies high.